Oh, so they having festival. What is it, Thursday? Yeah, when it get hot, they got festivals. And then, they got fireworks next week. So, yeah, it's a bunch of people out here today. They playing music, the band playing music and shit. So, yeah, they do these festivals and shit out here. I went to one of them last year. Uh, I really don't really go to them a lot. But yeah, man, let's talk about it, man. Black women feel like they don't have to compete for black men. Now, my homie Mike, he said that, bro. I forget what I sent him. And he was like, well, black women feel like they don't have to compete for black men. And I agree. I feel like even when, you in a relationship with most women, they don't feel the need to want to compete with you, compete for you, to keep you. Only time they want to compete with you is, if other women look at you or they feel like you stepping out, and really they don't even want to like truly compete. And that's crazy. Like all these other women, they compete for dudes. They compete. They know they feel like you seeing more than one woman, or they may not feel like you seeing nobody, but they compete. They want to do things for you. They want to weigh hand and foot on you. They want to show you their cooking skills. They want to buy you stuff. And some black women are like that. But the majority of the ones that come on the internet and that the majority of the ones that a lot of you guys meet, they see you as disposable. They see you, I can just find somebody better, but they feel the need to compete for Brad. And it could be the same thing that black men are saying when it comes to, when 50 Cent was talking about how men like exotic shit. They like different stuff. It's just like a lot of people like foreign cars. It's foreign. It's not it's not, you don't see them as much as you see a Ford or a GM or whatever the situation may be. So I understand, but I just feel like, damn, our women see us as the bottom of the barrel. They see us as the backup plan. Even the top of the top back black men, they don't feel like they got to compete. That's why I find it funny when they always ask why athletes go for others or white women and all of that. White women are competing. Those women that get with those athletes, that wasn't childhood friends and stuff, those women are competing. They're competing. But y'all feel too big and bad to compete. And black women got a very, very terrible reputation for being lazy. When people talk about them being too lazy to do their hair and wearing wigs, when people talk about them they don't want to do anything in a relationship, they don't feel like they need to do anything for men in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? They don't say, oh, slavery, cooking and cleaning is slavery and doing things that women should want to do. But then it's to the point where they be like, well, men should do this and men should do that. And men should pay my bills. And I got to pay all your bills and make your life as soft and happy. But it's just, you don't want to do nothing for me. You feel like all I got to do is open up my legs and you supposed to give me money. Like I said before, that's not competing. Y'all do understand the best vagina don't mean you gonna get a ring. They really think that men just across the board, it's just about who got the best vagina. Do you understand we had women who had fire vagina, guys that been out here. Fire vagina, fire sex. That don't mean we put them on a pedestal and we marry them. That don't even mean that we stay with them on a casual terms. That doesn't mean that. A lot of times you might be like, she a terrible chick, and it's good though, but I got to get away from her. I got to cut her off because I know she ain't no good for me. I know she ain't no good for me. I know if I make a mistake, I don't want to be stuck with her. So they just don't feel like they need to compete for us because they see us as the backup plan. Most black women see us as the backup plan. Okay, if all else fail, how many women we see come on the internet swirling and divesting, and they done stepped out, and then they come on the internet and what they say? Oh, I'm sorry, black men. We love you. We want you to come back. No, no. I just don't understand why they feel, they sit here and they project and say we don't love them. Like, dog, y'all don't share us no love. Y'all understand how many men I talk to in private and they talk about how fucked up their mother is, and excuse my language, how their mother treated them. And that's why, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm putting words in their mouth, but in so many words, they say that's why they don't mess with black women. I hear it all the time. And then you get out here, and these women, these women don't want to do nothing for you. They feel like if they open up your legs, that's the end all be all. They feel like they don't have to cook, they don't have to clean, they don't want to build with you. They don't even understand that most millionaires, they do it as a team. When you see the Asian, when you go to the Chinese joints, to the Asian joints, the pole joints, the Japanese joints, you know, it's the whole family. The grocery store, it's the whole family working there. The little kid is coloring. The wife is in the back, cooking or running the register. The father is doing inventory and stock and all that type of stuff, right? You know, and we supposed to just say, okay, we gonna settle for y'all. We ain't gonna get nothing in return. We just gonna sit here, take y'all verbal abuse. Be y'all sugar daddies. Why would these guys, and a lot of the guys that stay committed, well, you wonder why they got two or three bitches. You wonder why they won't commit to you. Most of y'all hoes won't even get in the shower. Y'all get off from work and hop right in the fucking bed. Y'all go get yourself something to eat. Let your boyfriend or your husband go stop and get something to eat and don't bring you nothing. Even if you say you didn't want nothing, it's a problem. Most of y'all go get y'all something to eat. Y'all women don't want. A lot of women don't want to cook, clean. What Keith Sweat say? Iron, dry the clothes. They don't want to do any of the womanly duties, bro. Any of it. So if I'm a cook, I'm a clean, I'm a wash, I'm a fold my clothes, make my bed, fold my sheets. What do I need you for? Because if I got somebody to help me do those things, and I bust my ass and I provide the protection and all that stuff and do all that, and we build wealth, guess who's gonna benefit? You gonna benefit. You live a decade longer than I will. So everything that I'm doing, from pensions to 401ks to insurance policies, you gonna benefit from that. We supposed to be both pouring into retirement, both pouring into our kids. I might work 80 hours, but you might only work 40. That's fine. I'm not saying it got to be 80-80, but that's why most guys or most black men are leaving, bro. Because other women compete and they understand, okay, we going to suffer right now together, but we going to win in the end. We going to suffer on Tuesday, 1967. By Tuesday, 1987, we going to be set. They understand that. They understand that. They understand it. So y'all don't want to compete, and y'all don't want to build. That's the fucked up thing. Y'all don't want to compete and y'all don't want to build. And a lot of these guys get out there and they find these traditional women, and they compete and they build for you. You might be going to class or work one day, or let's just say class, you in college. And since we're talking about the athletes that get with the other, and she might see you drink coffee one day. She might see you drink coffee one day. I don't know, whatever. She gonna be like, well, I see you drink Starbucks, every now and again. Here, I bought you one. I just thought, I just seen you. You know how that consideration go. That consideration is more important than your vagina. Her just thinking like, oh, I just see you, like, I see you drink, I see you get that, or we had a conversation. Here you go. Or I see you kind of tired. I bought you a coffee, or I bought you an espresso shot. I don't know if you drink it. You want it? That go a long way, bro. They go a long way. That's how they compete. Texting you, hey, how you doing today? Did you eat? I know you had practice. Did you eat? You want something from you? What you want to eat? I can make it, or I can go to Chipotle. Oh, you can just grab me some Chipotle. Oh, you know what? My mom made some fried chicken. Or she made some baked chicken or something. You want some? Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring you some. I'll be there in a minute. And they there. They compete, bro. I think black women, and this is just my assumption, I think they feel like they gotta compete with their pussy. Y'all gotta understand, bro. Like that ain't what it is, bro. Yeah, you compete with your pussy. Yeah, you can be in rotation or you can have a sexual experience, but most guys, for a bond to be that strong, most guys, the way to reach them is through cooking, through food, through making their life easier. And guess what? When you do that with the right fella, bro, for a stand up guy, any guy that's looking for that, usually a stand up guy, he gonna make sure you good. You like that perfume, he gonna make sure you got it, especially when he get it. Like, boom. Oh man, you been going out your way for me. I remember this chick. She put some groceries in my crib, came and cooked, got me some still dishware and everything, bro. Bro, I took her out for $200-300 dinner. Bought her bottle of Patron, everything. Niggas gonna real man is gonna reciprocate. When you do stuff like that, he gonna go out his way. He gonna go out his way. That's how you. That's how you compete. You might be out and about. You might see he likes slides or he like a particular pair of shoe. You might look through his closet or he wears size 12. You might say, hey, I don't know if you got these or you like these. Would you? Yeah, I was thinking about, you know how far that go? That's competing. That's showing initiative. It might be, you might see he like Oreos and he don't have no Oreos in his grocery. You just bring some, I'll stop you, got you some Oreos. You know how far that go, bruh? That's how Becky compete. That's how Indian women compete. That's how Asian women compete. That's how they compete, bruh. That's how they compete. You think they just leading with their coochie? They leading with their sexuality? That's how they compete. And then when it's time to got and throw that ass back, that's the cherry on top. Suck his Peter Pan without asking, even when it's sweaty coming after work or practice. That's just the cherry on top. That ain't the foundation. That's not the foundation of getting in the front door. You got to understand, most of these people come from two different worlds. So they don't even know how to break the ice with most black men. They peep you out. They peep the scene. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he always coming in tired. Hey, look, I bought you a coffee, from Starbucks. That's how they break the ice. That's how they get into the door. That's how they get into the door. Then they started to build that. They started to build that bond with them brothers, man. They started to build that bond. Oh, I was here. Oh, I seen this shirt, and I just thought you would look so cute in this shirt. Here, do you like it? I smelled this on my father, on my brother. I had to get this for you, dog. That's how you build up. That's how you get the wife. That's how you become a wife. You take an interest. You find out what he interested in, and you build in those interests. Then you make his life easier. And then the sex is just the cherry on top, bro. You think every dude married the woman that's you got women say he grew on me, or the guy, she never married a guy she really, really want. Do you really think, in the female's thought, you really think the man marries the best looking woman that he ever been with? That's black women mind. They so superficial when it comes to black men. No. No, you see a bunch of women, I'm so bad, bitch, I'm beautiful and I'm single. No. Most smart men marry women that's down with them. Women that competed for them. Women that learned them, that care about them, that took a true interest in them. And that's the women that, even if they a whore a lot of the times, a hoe, a guy be like, well, at least she care about me. She took an interest in me and she fuck with me like that. That's how I go. But y'all be thinking it's all about the coochie. It's all about how you look. That don't mean shit. You got a baddest bitch and be have a heart attack and be in the upper room by 40 because this bitch will stress you out. That's all I had to say. I spent way longer than I thought I was on this video. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. The whole nine, man. I appreciate the love and support, man. Well, just hit the link tree or hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon. I'm thinking about my other channel, but join the Patreon. Free for 7 days. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel.